Hey Terrarians, how's it going? My name is Pixelated Fireball, and welcome back to the Calamity Mod. And so, it's been a good couple of days since the last upload, about 2 or 3 I think at this point, and I mean that's pretty much on brand for me, right? About 1 episode every few months or so, that seems to be the way it's been going. But lately I've been keeping up with those uploads pretty consistently, and I had to kind of break that up a little bit because I've been working non-stop on making, I guess I could say half, maybe a third of my base for this Let's Play. You'll see what I mean when we actually start looking at everything that I've built. So the first thing that you'll notice is different is I kind of am standing somewhere different. Like, Ballman, where's all that water? Where's that giant rock that was sitting in the middle of your spawn location there? What's going on with your housing? When did the party girl show up? I actually don't remember whether or not she was here last time. I'm not 100% certain. What is that thing? It looks weird. All of your questions will be explained going forward. So this little area right here, first off the bat, is what you call our luxury employee housing. You see, these fine folks here couldn't quite find a place for them yet inside of my gigantic base. So, you know, they're here enjoying this luxury housing. Like I said, it's very nice. Do you need a bathroom, a bedroom, a sink, a kitchen, central heating or air conditioning? No? Well then, Ball Manor is for you, which is what this is right here, Ball Man housing. It's really nice. Bunny loves it. Do you party? She's partying in here. Tom over here, the mutant from Fargo's, he's just really always in a good mood. And then Lee the builder, well, the one you recently made was almost impressive, not really. Well, you know what, you can see why you're here right now. That whole demeanor right there is exactly why you're in the box, okay, the wooden shoebox. I feel like it's gonna be my goal, no matter how nice my bases look from now on, to always put the builder in a shoebox just because. But yeah, this is where I put the guys that couldn't stuff into my base yet, so they're just kind of here tentatively. I promise this is a totally temporary housing. As for the rest of the stuff down here, this little lovely item right here was something that I just discovered called the semi-station. It is another Fargo's item that was, I guess, added recently because I've never seen it before. It just has the sunflower, campfire, heart lantern, and star in a bottle, 5 of each, crammed into one lovely little compact, placeable, infinitely placeable, I should say, buff station, I guess you could say, which is really handy. Makes you very effective at killing things, like that bunny right there. As for the rest of this stuff over here, where the house used to be, I just converted into a giant arena, which is going to be really handy for dealing with the boss that we're going to be fighting today, the Eye of Cthulhu. After all that patient waiting, finally gonna get this ball rolling here. And there's nothing else to really show down here. Now I can take you up to where my actual base is. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen, for the actual base that I'm gonna be living in for the duration of this Let's Play. Hope you like it. And right up in here, ladies and gentlemen, you've got the Ballman Laboratory, the facility here. A wolfram base made out of a combination of wolfram plating, which is what these building blocks are right here. Some of the barbed wires and concrete walls from the Remnants mod, as well as some pipe work and all that good stuff, and a little bit of stuff here and there. All right, that's pretty much the entirety of it. Stuffs and things thrown in here and there. And there's not a whole lot of room up here. It's not very much to this place, though that teleporter down there is going to show you where the rest of the actual base is. We've got a couple of different rooms down here, and I moved up a few what I think are pretty handy NPCs. Of course, Helen's up there chilling with me in my bedroom. We've got all the standard stuff up here. We've got some lovely pictures up on the wall here. Some of this stuff just looks really fantastic. This is all made out of wolfram, which a lot of that stuff is just made out of wolfram and stone, like wolfram plating. Some of these hazard chevron blocks right here, as you can see, to kind of make it look nice and extra safe. We've got our completely and totally, I promise, safe reactor core right here powering the entire operation. And if you're wondering where this base is actually at right now, it's actually floating up in the sky, is what this base really is. It is another floating island, and I was gonna make it have some kind of magical, I guess, calamity, brimstone, fire magic keeping it up in the air, but then I was like, yeah, whatever. It just floats. That's why this is in the air. It just floats. Why does it float? I don't know. It just does, okay? Don't even worry about it. It's all good. Time to show you what the rest of this base is. You've already seen kind of a picture of it before if you checked out that post in the community tab yesterday. Right here, this little teleporter will take you down to where the real base is, and the real base is right here. This is the actual base, and there's quite a lot here to unpack, so let's go through it all. So, of course, you've got some more of these semi-stations right here, keeping me nice and buffed up. You've got a little garden over here made out of the planter boxes that I actually have. I haven't put any seeds in yet, and I should probably get around to doing that. Once the Dryad finally moves in after the Eye of Cthulhu's been defeated, we'll kind of finish this. We'll fill the rest of it up. I think I can fit about 40 of these right here, so we're gonna have lots of herbs to use for our many purposes. And if I need to make it bigger, I can. I left some open space down here below if I need to move down at all. Down here, we've got our laboratory crafting station. We got 4 of these power cell printers or whatever these things were called. I don't even remember what they were called. Power cell factories. Got 4 of them. Pumping 24/7, piles and piles of batteries ready to go. Or power cells, I guess you could say. Draydon power cells. Some charging stations over here ready to go at any point. We've got our storage right here I can throw all this lovely stuff into whenever necessary. We've got our decryption computer right here, or whatever this thing was called. What's it called? Code breaker. We have the code breaker ready for action right here at any time. And then over there on the right, something I'm sure you guys have noticed immediately when I came down here. It was the trophy room that I said I was going to build, and I'm not going to go too far into it because this is going to kind of be a thing every time we cross another one of those monsters off the list. We're going to move it down here. There's room for both the trophy as well as the relic, of course. Got to have all this stuff down here, and lots of lighting down here to make these sparkle in the sunshine. And it goes on for quite a while. I'm not going to show you what they all look like specifically, but let's just say it's split up into pre-hard mode up here at the top, hard mode in the middle, and post-Moonlord at the bottom. And the Calamity Mod, I don't know if you guys can tell, but the Calamity Mod's got a lot of bosses at one particular stage of progression. Can you tell which one it is? Hard mode's gonna be a really long time, but that's okay. I'm here for it. It's gonna be a great experience. It's just gonna take me a very long time to chop through all that stuff. And now one final thing to show you before I show you the rest of the housing, because don't worry, there's more bases out there. We're gonna go down to this little teleporter right here, which will take you to a staple of the Ballman experience right here. We have got our mob farm. Always a nice addition. It is the same old that it always is. Nice and spread out, blocked down at the bottom with open air up top and a pit of lava in the middle because that was all I had. I haven't really put up any dart traps yet. And even if I did, I don't actually have the wiring so that they could be used in the first place. But this is gonna be very useful going forward, I'm sure, for money farming as well as any of the reagents that I might need from some of the mobs out there. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We've got our jungle growing down here nice and cozy with some torches inside of it. They were supposed to be jungle torches, but I guess Torch God said, nope, you get cavern. That's it, nothing but bone torches. So that's that, and let's head back up to the surface here. We can teleport right back in. And let's take these pylons to a couple of different areas. This technically counts as a jungle because of, there's a jungle right up here, a jungle planetoid. So for some reason, this whole area that I'm in right now counts as a jungle, which is, fascinating. But anyways, let's take a trip over. Just ignore this over here. That's what you call a template. So the first place that I want to show you right over here is the snow biodome that I built for myself. Nice little enclosed snow globe here, a little bubble. Keep you nice and safe and protected. It's a couple of different things from the Remnants mod here. Of course, we got the snowman in from Terrarchitect, always nice. Some very well decorated housing. It makes it look so dense, you know what I mean? The Remnants mod, between that and just the basic Terraria and Calamity Mod stuff, it just really makes this place dense. I've already lived in a house. We've got the squirrel and the lumberjack living over here. I don't know if either one of them really particularly like each other or if they like the snow biome, but hey, it's either the ice or the shoebox. And then over here, just a little kind of Arctic outpost, a research station here, a factory, you might say, monitoring this area, making sure that it stays running. It's operated by the robot here. 104 IMA, or 1MA, or whatever this guy is supposed to be. The Magic Storage Robot Man. Very nice. And that's pretty much it. It's just a nice little enclosed space over here that I could always add more to. There's still a good bit of room. I just didn't want to make it too big because the biomes are large, but I didn't want to disrupt their kind of natural flow. Just wanted a little outpost here and there. The next one is over here to the left. It is in the desert. Pretty much the exact same design. I made this one right afterwards. Pretty neat, if I do say so myself. Right now, the dye trader and the merchant live over here. The merchant really does not like the desert at all whatsoever, but, you know, this is where he is until I find somebody to replace him, because I need this pylon activated in case I want to come over this way. And then, of course, there's the dye trader. He really likes his life over here right now. He's a very happy man. Look at that smile. Just see that? My goodness. Look at that face. And then, of course, if you go down this little elevator here, elevator, I guess you could call it, or a massive stairwell, you've got what leads out into an entrance into the pyramid in case I need to come down in this way or get down into the lower desert somewhat quickly. It's just ghosts right down here, though. That seems to be it. Of course, there's a whole bunch of those down here. And then this teleporter to the left takes you to another place that you can also reach by pylon, but I also added a teleporter in because why not? Down here is our sunken sea base. It is, I guess you could say, a somewhat Subnautica-themed base. That's kind of not really what I was going for, but here it is nonetheless. It gets a little bit of water in here every now and again. I guess there's some blocks I didn't fix correctly, because building underwater kind of, if you don't put the blocks in the right spot, whenever you log off and then come back on again, the water kind of comes back. So it's something down here I'm probably gonna have to work on, or something up here I'm gonna have to fix it. But that'll be a job for later. But yes, there's lots of housing down here, so all of the NPCs just kind of moved down into this little area. It's my most popular building so far. Nice and aquatic area down here. I had to put the music box for the Sunken Seas in over here because I wanted that to be the music down here. I mean, the Village Day soundtrack that the one music mod puts in is fine, but when nighttime rolls around and the ambience that's mixed in with the soundtrack is, I think, crickets, doesn't really make any sense, you know what I mean? It is kind of, whenever you look at the Sunken Sea, the first thing that pops into my mind personally is not crickets and fireflies. But I mean, hey, maybe one day. This is pretty much where everybody lives. There is a pylon down here, like I said, should I desire going back up and go to any of the other pylons, it does work. We can head up back here. And that's pretty much the whole shebang right there. That's the whole kit and caboodle. I've got it all. I really wanted to incorporate lab designs, and I wanted to have somewhat of a natural base as well. So, I mean, I guess it's a pretty comfortable fusion of the both of them. I've got my own personal lab that I can live in up here. And I'm not good at building big bases that look good. So I had to add in the actual base that I'm going to be using down below because I have all this open space down here, I might as well. So this is basically going to be the actual staging ground right here, and that little base up top is going to be where my, I guess, access to the rest of the world is going to be. Hopefully massive amounts of NPCs don't spawn down here because I am still technically on the surface. Even though I am quite a considerable bit underground. We'll just have to see how it goes. If it ends up becoming a problem, then I'll have to move this entire thing down into the cavern layer, which is just, oh my god. Or maybe I'll even put it on the surface, I don't know. But anyways, with 2/3 of the video taken up right there, with nothing but me showing off my base design, let's get into some business right here. We got some stuff we gotta do today. And the first thing on the list is going to be dealing with the Eye of Cthulhu. And it's just about time for him to show up and try to crash my party. So I'm just gonna patiently wait here for nightfall, because I yet to have any way to force that to happen yet. I don't think I can make that enchanted sundial thing or whatever, the portable sundial, but unless I can get lucky enough to fish up a golden crate. I really should get working on that. That may be something I do off camera again, of course, but it's gonna be handy going forward, I assume. So, at least until hard mode, whenever I can get that, what is it called, Cosmolite or whatever? I forget what the thing's called. Yeah, Cosmolite. Allows me to change night and day. Doesn't work while the boss is alive, but I think portable sundial does. But anyways, let's patiently await the arrival of the Eye of Cthulhu. We're gonna kill him, and then we got a lot of work to do. And after the Eye of Cthulhu is down, there's gonna be a whole lot coming. We're gonna open up the floodgates to some of the real aspects of this mod. Alrighty, it's nighttime finally, the lights have turned on. Is this gonna be the one night that he doesn't show up? Okay, fine. It's a good thing I made a suspicious looking eye then. Alright, Eye of Cthulhu, it's time to fight, let's go. Alrighty, we're gonna use the Sea Shine sword here, get a little bit of range on him. Hopefully that does a good bit of damage. It looks like it is. It's kind of cutting through him pretty good. I don't know. Well, I guess if I, maybe near the end whenever he's moving really fast, because I can kind of hit him pretty good right here. I'm gonna try to get him, keep him out of the ground, and then whenever he goes into his spinny phase, there we go. We're gonna blend him up with this really good. There we go, good bit of damage there. And we've got our adrenaline. Let's go with the monster knives here. That does a good bit of damage, I think. Oh yeah. And we're gonna switch it right back out again. There we go, we got the adrenaline going. I think I'm a little bit over-prepared for this. I've got a lot of weapons to choose from. We have to do this until we get both the trophy and the relic. The relic's gonna be easy. What are the odds I get the both of them right now? Right out the gate, probably not. Well, we got the suspicious grinning eye, which gives me that little buddy right there to call forth. Chrysaris the Dryad has arrived. Okay, so she's moved in. We'll have to find her eventually. We've got the relic. That's been taken care of. Let's open up this. We got our Shield of Cthulhu. Definitely a nice addition right here. I think I'll swap that out for the Shield of the Ocean because I don't really get hit enough yet to justify having that on, and I need to have my dash. It's just it's a part of the experience, you know what I mean? You gotta have it, you gotta have it. Let's look at the lore first, though. The Eye of Cthulhu. In ages past, heroes made names for themselves facing such monsters. Hello, Rot Dog, pardon me. Excuse me. In ages past, heroes made names for themselves facing such monsters. Now they run rampant, spawning from vile influences left unchecked. They blend well with the horrific injustice of their forebears. Slaying one merely paves the way for a dozen more. Surely this does not concern you either. And Nicholas the Alchemist has arrived. He's here too. I suppose I should probably have made room for the lore items that are relevant down there as well, because I know a lot of the biomes as well as the bosses have those too. Maybe I can find a place to stuff that down there. Or maybe I'll make a library or something totally external for lore. I don't know. Something to think about later, but it completely and totally slipped my mind whenever I was thinking about doing this stuff. Anyways, Suspicious Grinning Eye, how are you? I think I still like the giant worm. The Brewers here as well. They're all moving in right next door. Oh, and you've got a little exclamation point over your head. Interesting. What do you have to say? Why does Wilbur keep trying to sell me angel statues? Okay. Shop? Or is it just to tell me that you're a new NPC? You don't really have anything to say. I can buy some of the planter boxes from you. Do you have anything to say? Was there any reason for your exclamation point? Maybe it was just to indicate to me that there was a new NPC around. Maybe it only works with the regular ones and Calamity Mod NPCs. Hello, Nicholas. Anything fancy for me? I can get all that stuff there, all the plants and everything that I could possibly ever want. Very nice. Has anything really changed now? No, not really? Okay, well then let's face off against him one more time. Take this fella down. It should be a relatively easy time yet again. We're gonna take him down a couple of times so I can get all the good stuff from him. I'm not sure if there's any specific drop that comes from him, but if there is one, I will find it. All right, there we go, we got adrenaline. We're raging. We're gonna get the adrenaline going and the rage. I guess I can't really say we're raging when adrenaline is going on, but I can't really say we're adrenaling. Come on, there we go. So far, the monster knives are like really, really nice. Like monstrous knives here. They are absolutely tearing this guy apart. What was I thinking using the sword there? It's kind of a waste of time. I gotta start using that shield more often. I gotta remember that I have it. There we go. Dodge and weave, dodge and weave, dodge and weave. There we go. Not gonna be catching me off guard right here. Oh, well, I guess you kind of did, but that was kind of unfair. You didn't actually hit me. You just kind of nicked the edge of me right there. That's kind of silly. I'm not gonna use my rage yet. If I don't get what I want, I'm gonna use it right out the gate for the next one. Push him into his second phase really fast. Oh, I tried to hit him with the dash. Didn't really work. It's all good. Got anything for me? We got the mask, the death stare rod. Interesting. Could only be one, so I've got a little eyeball thing and a teardrop cleaver. Makes your enemies cry. Let's make that bunny cry. I suppose it can't really cry when it's absolutely decapitated, but that's all good. Still didn't get what I wanted though, so I'm gonna have to keep murdering. Where did he go? Hello, come on. Where are you? And the jeweler is showing up too, that's really good. Hey guys, how's it going? Just move on in, find a box and just head on in. Don't mind anything that's going on outside right now. It's totally fine, I swear to God. This is very common, very normal occurrences here. I want to be on the top layer for this, so whenever he goes down, he doesn't completely go underground. Wait for him to line up with me here. Come on, line up with me. I can do the dash this time, I'm gonna time it correctly. Nope, there he goes. Ha, I got you. Oh, I still got hurt anyway, but I dashed into him. I bounced off of him, I did the mechanic. You jerk. Oh, there we go, we got the trophy. Nice, we've got the relic and we've got the trophy. And another treasure bag. Open that up, got another shield. Which of these is the best? What do I have right now? Just a regular one? Armored it is. All right, let's head on back up. And then we'll head on back down. Here we go. We'll deposit all that stuff in there. I don't really need any of this junk. Goodbye. Won't need the suspicious looking eyeball anymore. That can go away, that can go away. And now we can add the Eye of Cthulhu and his relic to our trophy room. There we go, let's clear out some of these weeds right here. Excuse me, if you don't mind. The Eye of Cthulhu and his trophy. Very nice. 4 down. And a lot more to go. There is a lot of killing still yet to be done, but we got that one off the list. We got a new NPC up there, well, a couple of new NPCs actually. Hopefully I've actually got enough room for these guys. Now let's go down and see if any of these guys have anything new to sell me. All right. Well, I already looked at most of these guys. There's the Tinkerer. You sell anything fancy? Not really. Get all kinds of stuff from you. I get climbing claws from them. Why not? I might as well buy this stuff while I'm here. Yeah, I don't really know if I need the rest of these. If I do need something, I'm sure I can craft the majority of them, so it's all good. And all right. I guess with that, not really a whole lot left to do. I mean, there's the acid rain. We do need to go and do some exploration of the surface. Got to take down Crabulon. We got to head to the dangerous part of the world over there and deal with the Crimson, and then probably the Corruption as well. I'm going to have to deal with the both of those. I don't know. There is an island, if I remember correctly, up in the sky somewhere, where I can get the alternate world evil. Draydon's hologram die. That's interesting. How does this work? Oh, I can be holographic pixels. That's interesting. Boy, that looks kind of funny. I added some stuff in there from the dye trader. I threw a bunch of that in there. Interesting. Suppose it's always good to check this stuff to see if there's anything new hiding in there. Can I make Crimtane bars yet? I sure can. There we go. Bunch of Crimtane bars. We got 77 of them. any of this stuff handy right now. Blood Butcherer I'm gonna need for something eventually. A toxic downpour falls over the wasteland seas. I guess that'll be something to deal with next time. Doesn't really look like anything else yet. The calm before the storm is over, I guess. No pun intended, that's just, you know, it is what it is. There's actually a storm going on. And it's gonna get pretty chaotic going forward now that the Eye of Cthulhu has been defeated. There is gonna be lots to do, and we got a ways to go in this mod. It's a biggin'. But with that being said, even though the video might end up being a little bit on the shorter side, and the majority of it was spent just talking about my base, hopefully the next episode will be much more productive. We got a lot of stuff to look forward to here. Goblin invasions and acid rains and other bosses to deal with, new NPCs, all that good stuff to do. So with that, hope you guys like my base, and I think I'm gonna call it an episode here. So, thank you guys so much for stopping by and checking me out. I really appreciate it, and as always, whatever it is, wherever you are, day or night, hope you have a good one of those, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Impetuous.